welcome Trinidad and Tobago, Real TV family. Happy New Year. Blessings on the future year, well, the year to come. We started late and we humbly apologize, due to technical difficulties. Everything, is not always our, you can't fight technology. So we are going straight into the news and Movie Town Lowlands, Tobago Cinema has officially closed, ending operations after nearly 16 years. In a social media post, Movie Town Tobago thanked patrons for years of support, saying the cinema was more than a place to watch movies. It was part of people's memories. Movietown Group CEO Amrita Babulal said the decision was a difficult one and was driven by prolonged economic challenges, ongoing financial losses, a declining audience turnout, and a high cost of upgrading essential equipment. She noted that despite attempts to reduce cost and adjust operating hours, the location was no longer financially sustainable. Movietown founder Derek Chin had previously indicated that closure was likely, explaining that Tobago location had never been profitable, never opening on since opening on November 1st, 2008. He said the cinema often struggled to break even and face increasing maintenance issues, including failing air conditioning leaking and damaged seating. Reinvesting in the facility, and said they did not make economic sense given its history. The four-screen, 800-seat cinema employed about 10 permanent staff at the time of closure. Chen also pointed to the lasting impacts of COVID-19 pandemic on entertainment industry. Movietown had earlier closed its Chaguanas branch on November 2020. Sad news. It's hurtful to see that, this is unfolding. Another sad story, grandmother of baby who drowned in pool commits suicide. On Wednesday, the 31st of December 2025, Dira Rampasad, 55, was staying at her son's house with his wife, his 10-month-old Aliyah Amelia Ramjit, and another child aged 10. The parents left and went upstairs with Dira downstairs. Dira is diabetic and an amputee and a stroke recovery patient. Aliyah crawled outside to the pool where she drowned on Sunday the 4th, 2026. Dira drank a poisoning substance and died. Meanwhile, in news, the 47-year-old Lazama, who was last seen alive on Christmas Day, was found dead on December 30th in a precipice in Blanchisseuse Road. Arima relatives became concerned after he failed to report for work on December 27th. A post-mortem later revealed that he was beaten and strangled to death. Speaking at a memorial service held in Arima Tennis Club on Railway Road, Lazama's older brother, Perry Benkocha, said the family was grieving but stresses that parents, politicians, and other stakeholders all have a role to play in addressing the crime. Benkocha highlighted concerns about young people being out late at night, saying parents must take a firm stance against wayward behavior. He warned that teenagers outside the midnight are more likely to interact with people in criminal activity. He also criticized politicians as saying too many time is spent attacking each other instead of working to make the country safer. Lezama served with Trinidad and Tobago Fire Services for 17 years as an emergency medical technician. Benkocha described him as a dedicated and passionate worker who often volunteered for duty and participated in police sports. Friends and relatives and colleagues from the fire service attended the memorial to honor Lezama's life and the service ahead of his funerals, which will happen on Thursday. Internationally, Dulce, Vice President, takes charge, calls Maduro wife, U.S. hostages, apologies to Venezuelans for kidnapping of 2 heroes. Dulce has been officially sworn in as a Venezuelan interim president, delivering a defiant address at the National Assembly in which she described former President Nicolas Maduro and his wife hostages being held by the United States. During her swearing in, Rodriguez offered what she described as a sincere condolences to the Venezuelan people for suffering they have endured following what she called an illegal military aggression against our homeland. I come with pain for the kidnapping of 2 heroes that we have as hostages from the United States of America, President Nicolas Maduro and First Lady Flores. Rodriguez pledged that her administration would not rest until Venezuela is restored as a free, sovereign, and independent nation. She further stated that she would prioritize national security, warning that Venezuela is facing terrible times of threat against the stability and peace of the nation. She said, I swear to bring Venezuela's security forward in these terrible times, Rodriguez declared, framing her presidency as one of the resistance and national defense. Her swearing-in comes amid escalating tensions with the United States following sharp warnings from the United States' Donald Trump. Trump has publicly stated that Rodriguez would pay a very big price, probably bigger than Maduro, if she fails to comply with the U.S. demands and do what is right regarding Venezuela's political transition. Trump has also asserted that the United States will not tolerate continued defiance from Caracas, signaling the further political and economic pressure could be imposed on Rodriguez's government. Rodriguez's address made no concession to those stress, instead reinforcing her loyalty to Maduro and positioning her detention as a rallying point for Venezuelan nationalism. And that's all for your news today. When we come back, we have Bridging the Gap. Stay tuned.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Hi, I'm Zalisa Budu Singh Rupani, and I'm inviting you to join me for Conversations with Zalisa right here on Real TV. It's not just another talk show, it's a space for real stories, real insight, and real impact. We cover it all: health, law, parenting, relationships, drug and substance abuse, mental health, social issues, and so much more, with expert guests who help bring clarity to life's most important questions. So, whether you're looking to be informed, empowered, or simply inspired, this show is for you. Weekdays at 10 a.m. with repeats on Real TV.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance, is thermally and acoustically insulated, provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
You're viewing Real TV, ultimate in programming. Thanks for choosing us.
So we are back Trinidad and Tobago, and we had the news. We have to cover what is important in our society, what is happening. In terms of the grandmother that committed suicide with the 10-month-old baby, I have a lot of mixed feelings about it. And my mixed feelings are, you have somebody who's an amputee and a diabetic that's supposed to supervise a child. What we have to understand in society, a baby, a toddler, if you only lose sight of them in 10 seconds, they can disappear, they can make mischief. That happens. This is reality. But for me personally, I would never have somebody who's diabetic and who's an amputee patient watching a baby. So the responsibility goes to everybody involved. And I could understand how she feels, because knowing that you could not save a child watching them, and this child just loses sight, because babies just disappear. 5 seconds, you turn around and that's it. Anything can happen. So as parents, we have to be mindful. We have to be caring. Because you cannot have your senior citizen parents, it have some senior citizen parents that able and willing. But to know this person at this capacity, you left them in charge of a child. That is irresponsibility on my part. It is irresponsible. So you go on upstairs and leave your amputee mother, who's diabetic. She could have get a diabetic shock downstairs watching your 10 months old. And all they know nothing. So the responsibility is full circle. Because I put some partial blame on the parents. Because if my mother, I won't tell all you how old my mother is, but my mother is a senior citizen. I am not going to leave my senior citizen mother to watch my child, knowing that if my mother is incapacitated to see about my child. And my mother is fed up saying, you make a baby, mind it. Find a babysitter. That's how my mother does think. You make a child, find a babysitter. But sometimes we as children, we have this mindset that if I make a baby, grandma or papa had to mind it. Or not mind, babysit. But we have to understand as children, if we have parents that are ill, going through certain ailments, we have to be mindful that you cannot leave your baby, especially at 10 months old, for your parent who is incapacitated, because she is incapacitated, is an amputee. She lose toes. So even if that 10-month-old crawl, oh, she could, let's be logical. And you went upstairs. It takes 5 seconds for a child to disappear from your sight. And it is very hurtful to know that this happened. And this was the result of it. May her soul rest in peace. It is very hurtful to know that. May that baby, that 10-month-old beautiful angel, may her soul rest in peace as well. But when I saw the video, because we were trying to get the video and we didn't get it, when I saw that video, production, can you put up the picture of the two beautiful angels that left us today? I could imagine how she was feeling. The guilt to know that her granddaughter drowned because under her supervision. But who is responsible? I blame the parents. And I must say that. I have no remorse, no feelings. I blame the parents. Because if I know my mother is not well, I am not going to put my mother under that stress of babysitting my 10-month-old child. And I say what I say and I mean what I say. So we're moving along. I have a video to show. And the video that I have to show is an old thief. You know, we have to go back to the old thief and them. Them old thief and them doesn't know the place. Them old petty thief doesn't know the place. There's a new year. You know, I just feel everybody just have a new year resolution. I find them old thief should have a new year resolution that they ain't going to have no sticky fingers. So I have a video to show. It's a plenty things that I want to talk about today, you know. It's a plenty things that I want to talk about today that I need to address. I have to address a lot of things. It is very heartbreaking to see in 2026 the amount of murders that happened in Trinidad and Tobago. It is very heartbreaking. It's like we're going from worse to worser. We're going from worse to worser. The amount of snatching that happened in the Christmas season. We were home for 2 weeks because you know we were in hiatus. And I was home for 2 weeks. And while going through social media, I saw a lot of disheartening things happening right here on my land. Right here in Trinidad and Tobago. And I saying, how am I going back out to work to talk about this? I went down to Charlotte Street in a taxi, minding my magical brown business. And I saw a dead body on Prince Street. They had blocked off the whole of Piccadilly coming down. And while I turned to the left, I saw this dead body sit down there. And when I asked the driver, I said, what going on? He said, girl, you know, shoot a man, 50-something years old. And I say, when this going to stop? At the end of the day, reality is we cannot stop crime. The only thing we can do is curb. But when are we going to reach the point of some sort of resolution? When are we? There's no resolution. There's no peacemaking. It has something else I want to talk about, but I can't talk about it because I know no courthouse closed. What is going on in our land here today? Disappointing. All we can do is pray. The 2 weeks that I stayed home and was meditating, although I wasn't home sleeping, I had a lot of, I was working like a dog while I was home. But while I was home and meditating and reflecting, I saw a lot of things unraveling in our country that is very disheartening. Things that I would not speak about because I don't talk in that sector. That's what somebody else to talk about. I saw people, I will tell you all this. I went and do a cleanup on the 21st of December. And the amount of people I clean up, I tell you, I pick up tire and I help out. I was there with my community. I was there. And the amount of people run up to me and my counselor, crying tears that they are fed up of what transpiring, that they no longer feel free to walk to a grocery or to the shop because they're scared of what is going to happen. Because what we have to understand, if somebody is affiliated with something, this is reality. If somebody is affiliated with something and they are murdered, there's something called reprisal. And people scared to leave their homes. And I had to stand up and listen to stories. Because they're saying, they're hearing pack, but they don't know if it's firecracker or they don't know if it's gunshot. Scared. This was in the Belmont community alone. Belmont community was We were good. Police, I had to get hats off to the police officers that worked very hard in patrolling in the Belmont community, and I have to give them hats off for that. They did their job. But around the Port of Spain environs, we have to wake up and try to realize that the situation we are in Trinidad and Tobago is not a good one. To have 17 murders, I think it's more than 17 murders, I could Google it. More than 17 murders in the new year is embarrassing. To have us as a red flag to come into our country because of our crime situation is embarrassing. I don't know what we could do, what we could say. I don't know. I really don't know what we could do. The only thing we could do is pray. Because we can't march. We can't rally. Because, you know, we under SOE. But what is the next step are we going to take as a country? What is the next step? I have a video there to my best producer in the world. I have a real boss producer. He's my backhand song. I have a video. If you could pick up that video, I think it's robbery that took place. If you could get that video for me, or because I have some videos there. Look at hot girl in the city. Take somebody bank card and go on to tap. That's why I tell anybody I am going to take the chip off of my bank card because I ain't want nobody tapping nothing. You go on to take somebody bank card in Trent City Mall. Look at you. Hot girl and hot man in the city. Go on to take somebody bank card to tap. If all they break on to break open, mind all their business and stay home, look for work. This is all the behavior in the people store and the people bank card. This is all the behavior. Go on in the people's store, thief the people bank card, and go on to shop like it's Christmas. Remember carnival season coming in, everybody looking for it. Go on to use somebody bank card. And what people don't understand, when somebody steal your bank card, and they use your bank card, sometimes it's 90 days. You have to wait to get back money. You so big, bad, bold, and brave. You and your hot girl going to tap. And you telling me we can't find solutions? That is why sometimes when police send them home to meet them makeup, everybody does like to say he was a good boy, you know. There's the kind of, I don't trust them tapping card. I am taking off my chip because it's a very dangerous thing. I don't know who in Central Bank who create this tap card thing. That is the worst mistake they ever make. You go on in the people's store, thief the people bank card, and go on to tap to buy clothes. Because you want to go, what is that, producer? First Jam? You maybe want to go First Jam? Huh? Experience. You can see here something. You go on experience. Only could we? This is the kind of, that what tell you, that's how these criminals start off. And you feel it are no cameras. You telling yourself, it are no cameras. Yeah, well, it are cameras, but they ain't pick up your face. You ain't see you no shame. And you're hot girl, because you know, you're hot girl, you she MCM. Out in the public, using people's bank card. Let me go for a break and we have more videos to show today. Let's go for a break.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Ready to take your sales career to the next level? If you have a passion for connecting with clients, building meaningful relationships, and delivering results, we want you on our team. Join a dynamic, motivated environment where your experience matters, your ideas are valued, and your drive defines your success. Step into a role with real opportunity. Join the sales team at Real TV, where your future begins.
Call us today at 2926470 or WhatsApp us at 3847142. You can also send an email to realtv.corporate@gmail.com.
I am Zalisa Budusing Rupani, inviting you to join me for the rebirth of Apne Sitare, Our Stars, a vibrant and spectacular show celebrating the incredible local talents of the sons and daughters of Trinidad and Tobago. Experience the beauty of our culture through singing, dancing, and musical performances as we keep the arts alive and shining bright. Tune in right here on Real TV every Sunday from 1 p.m. for Apne Sitare, Our Stars. See you there.
I'm Smith. Have you ever wondered what a man is thinking? Have you ever wondered why a man does what he does? Well, join us on our new show called A Man's Perspective, right here on Real TV on Mondays 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., where we discuss just that. The points, the clues to get into a man's mind, right here on Real TV, bringing reality to you.
You're viewing Real TV, ultimate in programming. Thanks for choosing us. You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Ready to take your sales career to the next level? If you have a passion for connecting with clients, building meaningful relationships, and delivering results, we want you on our team. Join a dynamic, motivated environment where your experience matters, your ideas are valued, and your drive defines your success. Step into a role with real opportunity. Join the sales team at Real TV, where your future begins.
Call us today at 2926470 or WhatsApp us at 3847142. You can also send an email to realtv.corporate@gmail.com.
I am Zalisa Budu Singh Rupani, inviting you to join me for the rebirth of Apne Sitare, Our Stars, a vibrant and spectacular show celebrating the incredible local talents of the sons and daughters of Trinidad and Tobago. Experience the beauty of our culture through singing, dancing, and musical performances as we keep the arts alive and shining bright. Tune in right here on Real TV every Sunday from 1 p.m. for Apne Sitare, Our Stars. See you there.
I'm Smith. Have you ever wondered what a man is thinking? Have you ever wondered why a man does what he does? Well, join us on our new show called A Man's Perspective, right here on Real TV on Mondays 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., where we discuss just that. The points, the clues to get into a man's mind, right here on Real TV, bringing reality to you.
As I was in the break, internalize. And what I have to say is everything that goes wrong in Trinidad and Tobago, it affects us. It doesn't matter what it be. It could be the smallest thing. It affects us badly. It's how are we going to deal with it? And my show is not political, and I'm not going to touch on the politics side. But at the end of the day, everything that happens in society happens in Trinidad and Tobago. It affects societal issues. And not going down the political role, but a lot of people is affected with what is going on in terms of the traffic tickets, what is going on in terms of losing their jobs. It's a lot of things because it all stems down to what the government does, and I'm not going to touch on that. But I have a video to show you what transpired yesterday. After doubling the prices of tickets, a lot of people was affected yesterday. And if we can play that video, and I want you to this is just right. Sando was the worst. Sando was totally bad. So imagine you have people who, pensioners, standing up because you have to get, if you have to get your car transferred, your certified copy. This was the situation that happened in Rising Road yesterday. And what I have to state is, as I say, I'm not going on any political road. These things need to be addressed. These things need we give a warning, give a 2 weeks warning, give her information about what is happening and what you plan to do. You have Trinidad and Tobago in shambles, meaning, look at how we are by licensing. San Fernando was the worst. I saw pensioners sit down like if they're in the hospital. It was ridiculous yesterday. This is what we had to deal with now. But we as the people of Trinidad and Tobago, are we going to stay quiet or we going to talk? Or we going to play click-clack? What is it called? Click activists? Yeah, click activists. What are we going to do? What I saw yesterday in San Fernando and here, right in Ryson Road, it was unacceptable. Because you have people in shambles. People in shambles. It's that a man who got a $10,000 ticket. Well, he looked for a $10,000 ticket. I had no remorse for him. But somebody got a $4,005 ticket. It had somebody get a $2,000 ticket. But what I'm going to go down the political route. Let me leave that alone. Let me leave it there. But at the end of the day, you are leaving your people. Let me leave it alone. I'm leaving it right here. You are leaving your people in shambles. You are not even thinking about how we're going to survive. You're not thinking about it, I know. I got a call the other day, and I will talk to my producer about that after. I got a call the other day of how many people lost their jobs in a particular TV station. People I good with, people who was there for like 17 years. Lose their job. Christmas Eve. The only thing they got was a letter, an email. This is what's going on here right now, you know. And we're not even thinking about that. We have people, HTC cleaners, unemployed for the new year. We have people who unemployed MTS. We have people unemployed in HEC, right in HEC. What are we going to do? We can't do nothing right now because we're under SOE. But what is our next stance? What are you prepared to do as a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago? Because when I get up and I see certain things that are transpiring, it is very hurtful. You know how much people can't pay the rent? You know what people can't pay the rent? Can't even buy the child a little toy in a $10 store? This is what we have to deal with. Remember the story, poverty is hell? This is what people have to deal with no explanation. There's no explanation as to what is transpiring in our country. This is ridiculous. I said I didn't want to go down that road, you know. I didn't want to go down that road. But at the end of the day, this deal with our societal issues. And it's affecting us. We can't march. We can't do nothing until, and you know what they're saying now? Now they're going to put a curfew in districts. So different districts will have curfew now. How are we going to deal with that? I don't want to talk much on this situation, you know, because I'm telling you, I can't take lock up. They go come and they go want to lock me up, and I can't take silver bracelets. I'm too pretty for that. But this is what we have to deal with. What are we doing as a nation? That's the question. What are we doing as a nation? We just talk, we have 9-day memory. We just forget. And then we just pretend that nothing never happened. What are you doing? You sit on home. People afraid to talk because people afraid to get locked up. I am not afraid to get locked up. If the bus through my door, they will go and see 2 HW parents and me. I know nothing. But what are we doing? But we going for a break, and when we come back, we will talk more on it.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Welcome to The Power Play, the most exciting period in sport. Join us every Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. as we bring to you all things sport. We break down football, cricket, basketball, all the latest sports in the Caribbean and of course across the world, right here on Real TV, your station for local sport. Real to the heart, local to the core.
You're viewing Real TV, ultimate in programming. Thanks for choosing us.
There are lots of things that affect us. A lot. And I say I didn't want to touch on it, but I will play a video. And what I have to talk about is, I want to go in depth because it is a very sticky and intense topic. But what I have to talk about is this situation affects our Caribbean. It affects our country. And what is transpiring in our country at this moment, I think the country needs answers. The country need answers. They need an explanation. And I'm trying to find a technical way to explain because I don't want to implicate myself. But I have a video to show. We have a president that was sworn in. Well, president in waiting, not in waiting, but someone who's stepping in the line for the president that has been captured. But what I have to say is, Trinidad and Tobago is a small island. 2 small islands. And what is transpiring, we are in the middle. And what people had to understand, that Trinidad and Tobago was full-blown a part of CARICOM. And now we are in a space where CARICOM, we're not even a part of CARICOM. Well, we are part of CARICOM, but CARICOM, we're not in CARICOM in. Because our Prime Minister don't want us to be, that's her decision. I leave that alone. But I want to address a lot of issues that is happening within us in the fast of a month. We have 2 twin islands. We are the Apple Island. New York does be the Apple City, they call us the Apple Island. And we are shunned by so many CARICOM islands, which is embarrassing. Things that took part and things that took place and statements that was made. I'd say I don't want to go, I ain't going on that political line. But it affects us. People say don't talk about politics. I don't like to talk about, I don't like talking about politics. But it affects the country. It affects the economy. It affects the way how we live as a society. It affects our security. How we as a nation sitting down and condoning certain things that are happening. It affects us. It really do affect us. We as a nation, under we call it quote-unquote Caribbean sun, had to go through and deal with this. But you know who I vex with? I vex with we people. But there are some who afraid to talk. We can't talk because we under SOE. We can't march. But what are we going to do? How are we going to find the solution? Too many people losing their job. How are we fixing it? I am the type of person, this is me. I cannot sit down here behind a camera and play fakery in the bakery. I can't do it. I am not a fake person. I say what I have to say and I mean what I say. Because at the end of the day, I care about my people. I don't care if you're black, white, red, orange, blue. I care about my people. And if we don't care about ourselves, we will fall. And right now, we've fallen. Trinidad and Tobago has fallen. This is the predicament that we in today. I just feel so emotional. Really emotional. And I am already foreseeing a march like I think it's 2013, 2012. I am already foreseeing it. What are you going to do as a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago? Again, I'm feeling that they could come for me, you know. Pretty soon, they could come for me. Because I am not a person that's going to tell somebody and create a narrative and lie to nobody. I would talk the truth. I know I will get both after. That is okay. God is good. But I cannot sit down as a trained Begonian. As a trained Begonian, I cannot sit down and not talk about the issues that we are facing here in society. In this 2025 and the 2026. I cannot sit down here and lie. I can't create no illusion for nobody. Because if we continue how we continue, I'm not telling you, you have to vote for this party and you have to vote for that next party. At the end of the day, you have to think about yourself as a national. You have to think about yourself as a citizen. I don't care who party you're supporting. That's not my issue. But you have to think about you being a citizen living in a country. And we are under demise. That is what we need to focus on. I don't care who is the sun, who is the red, who is the orange, who is the blue. That's not my focus. You have to focus as you, as a citizen, who claim to say they love the country, that under demise. What are we going to do? How are we going to create and bridge the gap in finding solutions on how we as a nation going to get ourselves back to a better place? We have to think about that. That is the things we have to think about. Instead of fighting each other, Indian, African, Chinese, instead of doing that, we need to focus on how we could come to a better place. Because right now, we're not looking too pretty. We're not looking too good. Imagine you walking out your house, going to work, and you see an email on your desktop telling you it was very nice. Nice to have you working here for how much years, whatever, ting. You're going home. Without any addressing further before, nothing. That's what happened to some particular people. That is what transpired. Imagine you going to work and you get a letter stating, "Thank you for your services." You know what's the first thing you're thinking? How am I going to feed my child or my children? How am I going to pay rent? How am I going to pay my car loan? These are the things that you all need to focus on, all that people going through. You know how much people might be in front of social development right now? Going through problems. I could tell you facts. I saw it personally. Right in my community. Lost their job. 2 children of mine. Rent to pay. Car loan to pay. And out of a job. This is what we're facing. And what I'm more focused on is those that are out of a job with no children, well, with children to mind, car loan to pay, and no money, no income. That's what breaking my heart. That's what hurting me bad enough. And you know what hurts me the most? That we did not have the funding as how we wanted to have the funding to facilitate those that didn't have. It's our people in Siaham. It's our people in Siah Christmas. This is where we are at in Trinidad and Tobago. If the crime not bad, it's societal issues that we have to deal with. How are we going to find solutions? What are we going to do? These are the questions you need to ask yourself as a Trinbagonian. You have to ask yourself these questions. But we're going for a break, and when we come back, we have much to talk about. See you.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us. Hi, I'm Zalisa Budu Singh Rupani, and I'm inviting you to join me for Conversations with Zalisa right here on Real TV. It's not just another talk show, it's a space for real stories, real insight, and real impact. We cover it all: health, law, parenting, relationships, drug and substance abuse, mental health, social issues, and so much more, with expert guests who help bring clarity to life's most important questions. So whether you're looking to be informed, empowered, or simply inspired, this show is for you. Weekdays at 10 a.m. with repeats on Real TV.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance, is thermally and acoustically insulated, provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
You're viewing Real TV, ultimate in programming. Thanks for choosing us.
So we are back. Thank you for staying locked on. Our picture I want to show. And crazy thing about it, I met this person twice. Just like a hello, hi, you know, keep it moving. To know that to be brutally murdered, and he was a very, well, to me in person, he has been a very kind individual in the 2 times I met him. And what we have to understand is, and everything, I show him everything today. This person was a very dedicated individual. From stories I heard, was a very dedicated person, very dedicated to his job. What I heard, he used to drive the ambulance. Correct me if I'm wrong. But to lose your life in that manner, and to know that how lawless our country is, and to know that no justice has been served for him yet, is very disheartening. And I want to give wholehearted condolences to Mr. Lozama family and to the fire officers of the fire services, because he used to work head office. Well, I think that's head office on Ryson Road. So condolences to those that work in head office and those that, you know, belong to the family, friends, close friends. You know, may God guide you, be with you. But to lose your life in that way is unacceptable. To be strangled, and it was really unacceptable. I have a next video that I want to show as well, but I'm waiting on my producer to show that video. But as I show this picture of Mr. Lozama, we have to understand and learn that every life is important. There are some that come in society to create havoc. And there are some that come in society to teach you a lesson. And these are the things that we need to understand and gravitate. And this is why I'm saying what I was talking about before. There are a lot of people. I was talking about what's going on in society, how we living in society. This innocent life is no more because of what we condone in society. This is a story that could tell you this is what we condone in our society. And if we don't fix our judicial system, we will be in a real mess, you know. But we're done in a mess. This is how we live in today. You're afraid to come out your house. You lose your job. You ain't have no money. If you ain't have no money, you're going on petty thief. This is what Trinidad and Tobago have to deal with today. And the things getting worse because I ain't going down that road. I say I'm staying away from that. Trinidad and Tobago, open all your eyes. Right now, it's every man for themselves. Open all your eyes and realize it's every man for themselves. We can't even trust the system. This is reality. And I will leave that picture up for a little while. It's every man to themselves, every man to their own order. That's how we live in Trinidad and Tobago. That's the reality. Watch that picture and realize if we had to go through this again, because it's an everyday system, it's an everyday thing. That is how we have to live our life. We have to preserve ourselves. Because long time we used to be a brother, checking out for a brother to make sure a brother good or a sister good. But right now, every man to themselves. Make it worse. In what we live in 2026. Every man to themselves. This is the reality. This is how we are to live. How are you feeling? That is a question, you know. How are you feeling as a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago right now? Right now, I find I can move to Switzerland. Go Germany. Go somewhere. That's how I feeling personally. Flights to Trinidad was postponed because of the predicaments of our country. Streets are closed off at this point in time because of the predicaments of our country. This is how we have to live. This innocent soul was lost because of bad mind, wickedness, and lawlessness in this country. Where the police? Well, some of the police are trying to do the job. But some of them lackadaisical. Where is the justice for Bruce Lazama? Where is the justice? Where is the justice for so many people that lost their lives innocently in this country? It's our family still mourning the loss of their family members because of no justice. And I will go back to the police boy who committed suicide. Where was the justice? We are living in a country of shambles. We are living in shambles right now. And I telling all you factual. Me blaming no government, you know. I blaming we. We create this mess. We create where we living today. We create that. Well, not me, but well, yeah, I can say we. We create this mess. We create the shambles that we living in. The only people we can blame is we. Everybody likes to pinpoint government and pinpoint police, and we is to blame. And I wouldn't tell you why we is to blame. Because we allow things to happen. We sit down, we talk for 9 days, and then forget. So that we're going to say we. We in the predicament that we in today. And I'm blaming nobody else but citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. We allow too many things to pass, too many things to happen, we allow too many things. And then we would sit down and like to play victim. We is to blame. Thank you, producer, for keeping up that picture because we really for losing his life. So we're going for a break, and when we come back, have a little tribute to give, and then we close up.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Hi, I'm Zalisa Budusing Rupani, and I'm inviting you to join me for Conversations with Zalisa right here on Real TV. It's not just another talk show, it's a space for real stories, real insight, and real impact. We cover it all: health, law, parenting, relationships, drug and substance abuse, mental health, social issues, and so much more, with expert guests who help bring clarity to life's most important questions. So whether you're looking to be informed, empowered, or simply inspired, this show is for you. Weekdays at 10 a.m. with repeats on Real TV.
Macon Construction Company Limited. Save big whilst building stronger. We build with our Macon innovative building systems, which provides high wind speed, earthquake, sea blast and fire resistance, is thermally and acoustically insulated, provides improved construction timelines and cost savings. We provide construction services from design to finish and everything in between. Macon Construction Company Limited. Building green today with tomorrow's technology. Contact or visit us today.
You're viewing Real TV, ultimate in programming. Thanks for choosing us.
So as we show in today, you know, giving condolences and sympathy to families, there's a video I want to show, and because I want to end it off like that. We had somebody in our political arena, it doesn't matter if we support him or didn't support him, but he gave his service, I think it was 17 years of service, to Trinidad and Tobago, as he served as an MP and he served as a minister. And I would want to pay homage today. I pay homage to anybody that served in our country. One thing I would say is he gave me advice a day, telling me, when he saw me, I told him, I said, I want to take a little break. I want to rest. I want to study. And he told me, he said, even though you are studying, don't give up. And that was the conversation that we had, where he gave me history of Trinidad and Tobago, and he gave me some rich history back in the 1990-something when I was a little girl. So that was, you know, something that I would carry with me for the rest of my life and my journey. So if we could play that video. Condolences to the family and condolences to the fraternity.
Edward Eddie Hart is perhaps the most loved politician that has ever served the Tunapuna constituency. An accomplished sportsman and a long-standing steel bandsman, Eddie has remained the quintessential example of a grassroots politician. We know about the Eddie Hart ground. Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Hart.
So condolences again to his family. He served well to the country, he served well to his constituency, his past constituency, his former constituency, and he lived a full life. So, you know, condolences to that. But as we're coming down to the ending, I want us to leave with a laugh, because today is the first day. I want us to leave with a laugh. We have a lot more this week. We have real people. We have people coming in this week. We have people coming in. So it will be a full week, and I have some surprises that will be coming in today. A brother from another mother that will be coming in today and stuff. So, you know, we are coming into the carnival season. So, you know, we have to be hot off the press. Right? So I will end off with this beautiful video. There's a video, let me tell you something. I wonder if my producer will carry me so. I don't. He said never. But he said carry yourself. But let me tell you something. If I get a friend that could carry me, so let me tell you something, me and a friend, we good for life. Where they show that you can carry me home, sir? Hey, when I come to work, sometimes I will be in the worst mood. I just have production there, and I good. But if I could get a friend to carry me home like this, I had this friend for life. And we ended off with this hilarious video. But that's a friend to have. See you all tomorrow. Toodles.
Only in friendship you see this thing. Only in friendship you see this thing. Alan carrying home Johnny. Johnny, I thought you stopped drinking. Johnny, I thought you stopped drinking, mate. Only in friendship. Mas Alan is a soul, yeah. Alan got to him now, boy. Yeah, V2. Hey, Johnny. Johnny. Airport service, boy. Lily got here. Johnny, Lily got here, boy. Walk a mile and a half with the barrow, boy, Alan, boy. I saw that too, right? Look how bring your next boy here. Dumb boy. Go. Come now, it's a critical situation. Don't vex with me. Johnny, you get choked. Only in friendship you see this thing. Only in friendship you see this thing. Alan carrying home Johnny. Johnny, I thought you stopped drinking. Johnny, I thought you stopped drinking, boy. Only in friendship. Well, Alan is a soul, yeah. Alan got to tell now, boy. Yeah, V2. Hey, Johnny. Johnny. Airport service, boy. Lily got here. Johnny, Lily got here, boy. Walk a mile and a half with the barrow boy, Alan, boy. Now you sold that too, right? Look how bring your next boy here. Dumb boy. Go. Come now, it's a critical situation. Don't vex with me. Johnny, you get shook. Only in friendship you see this thing. Only in friendship you see this thing. Alan carrying home Johnny. Johnny, I thought you stopped drinking. Johnny, I thought you stopped drinking, boy. Only in friendship. Well, Alan is a soul, yeah. Alan got to tell now, boy. Yeah, V2. Hey, Johnny. Johnny. Airport service, boy. Lily got here. Johnny, Lily got here, boy. Walk a mile and a half with the barrow boy, Alan, boy. Now you sold that too, right? Look how bring your next boy here. Dumb boy. Go. Come now, it's a critical situation. Don't vex with me. Johnny, you get shook. Only in friendship you see this thing. Only in friendship you see this thing. Alan carrying home Johnny. Johnny, I thought you stopped drinking. Johnny, I thought you stopped drinking, boy. Only in friendship. Well, Alan is a soul, yeah. Alan got to tell now, boy. Yeah, V2. Hey, Johnny. Johnny. Airport service, boy. Lily got here. Johnny, Lily got here, boy. Walk a mile and a half with the barrow boy, Alan, boy. Now you sold that too, right? Look how bring your next boy here. Dumb boy. Go. Come now, it's a critical situation. Don't vex with me. Johnny, you get shook. Only in friendship you see this thing. Only in friendship you see this thing. Alan carrying home Johnny. Johnny, I thought you stopped drinking. Johnny, I thought you stopped drinking, boy. Only in friendship. Well, Alan is a soul, yeah. Alan got to tell now, boy. Yeah, V2. Hey, Johnny. Johnny.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Ready to take your sales career to the next level? If you have a passion for connecting with clients, building meaningful relationships, and delivering results, we want you on our team. Join a dynamic, motivated environment where your experience matters, your ideas are valued, and your drive defines your success. Step into a role with real opportunity. Join the sales team at Real TV, where your future begins.
Call us today at 2926470 or WhatsApp us at 3847142. You can also send an email to realtv.corporate@gmail.com.
I am Zalisa Budusing Rupani. inviting you to join me for the rebirth of Apne Sitare, Our Stars, a vibrant and spectacular show celebrating the incredible local talents of the sons and daughters of Trinidad and Tobago. Experience the beauty of our culture through singing, dancing, and musical performances as we keep the arts alive and shining bright. Tune in right here on Real TV every Sunday from 1 p.m. for Apne Sitare, Our Stars. See you there.
I'm Smith. Have you ever wondered what a man is thinking? Have you ever wondered why a man does what he does? Well, join us on our new show called A Man's Perspective, right here on Real TV on Mondays 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., where we discuss just that. The points, the clues to get into a man's mind, right here on Real TV, bringing reality to you.
You're viewing Real TV. Thanks for choosing us.
Hi, I'm Brandon Best, and I'm inviting you to join me right here on Real TV, weekdays 6 to 8:30 a.m. for The First Look, as we look at local, regional, and international news and all things entertainment and sport as well. I'm excited to be with you guys weekdays. Come as we look at solutions for your problems and we talk about burning issues as well. I'll see you guys for The First Look right here on Real TV. See you soon.
I am Avinash Singh, former Minister in the Ministry of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries. I will be hosting the next Harvest, a forward-looking agricultural TV series exploring innovation, resilience, and opportunity across the Caribbean farming landscape. Join me right here on Real TV every Wednesday at 9 a.m. with repeats. See you soon.
When security matters most, choose Catch Security Services Limited. We are proudly approved by the Ministry of Homeland Security. We protect your home, business, community, and much more. Our services include professional baton and armed officers, specialized K-9 units, mobile patrols, secure cash pickups, secure transport, and pepper spray applications and supply coming soon. Don't wait. Secure your assets now. Contact Catch Security today. Call 622-6601, email info@cssl-tt.com, or visit our office at 30-32 Saddle Road, Maraval.
You're viewing Real TV, ultimate in programming. Thanks for choosing us.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Welcome to the Power Play, the most exciting period in sport. Join us every Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. as we bring to you all things sport. We break down football, cricket, basketball, all the latest sports in the Caribbean and of course across the world. Right here on Real TV, your station for local sport. Real to the heart, local to the core.
You're viewing Real TV, ultimate in programming. Thanks for choosing us.